4 Australians will be racing for medals at the Trofeo Princesa Sofia, with many of them collecting first-place finishes in the final Gold Fleet races. Among those winning races were Tom Burton, OAM, and Max Paul in the 49er, who now find themselves in 3rd place, a stark contrast to the U-Flag 34 they collected in the first race of the series. That score will be their discard, with everything else a 12 or better, which against this level of international talent is a statement. Their fellow skiffies Jim Colley and Sean Connor collected the win in the first race of the day and will join Burton and Paul in the medal race, is a solid underscore for the whole team. Backashaw Burton said, "Today we had some very nice scores and saved what could have been a blowout in the middle race after missing the first major shift. We have had some good top mark roundings in the Gold Fleet, but never managed to do a horizon job. It was finally nice to lead around the top and sail away. My motto has always been to be in with a shot of winning going into the final day. And it's really pleasing to have that feeling in the 49er for the first time." ILCA 6 sailor Zoe Thompson goes into the all-important medal race in 2nd place and commented afterwards, "I'm really happy with how the fleet racing played out. I had a tough first day of finals, so went out today with a few processes to work through. The points are super close into the medal race, so it's all to fight for out there." The Australian sailing team is now using Element 6 Evolution ILCA boats, of which Thompson said, "They are reliable and fast, so we can't really ask for much more." Fellow ILCA 6 sailor Mara Stransky also collected a bullet in the last race of the day in the Gold Fleet to keep the theme going for the Aussies. Matt Wern, OAM, is the other Aussie into the medal races, as he finished the ILCA 7 qualifying series in 7th place. Australian Sailing Technical Director Michael Blackburn said of the team's efforts so far, "I'm really happy with the team's overall performance. There's obvious bright lights in there, but also some hidden gems where these efforts will come out in the ensuing regattas this season." Shane Smith is the AST Formula Kite coach and said after racing, "Palma has presented many challenges this week as the racing in light air has seen close racing and many good lessons for us adapting to the big fleet startings and tangles." Bree Whitehead climbed up the scores with a solid day to sit in 14th place overall. In the 3rd race today, Bree was in 6th place at the bottom gate, but a kite tangle saw her avoid the situation and lose positions to finish in 24th. Hector Pachara delivered his best starts of the regatta on the final day to score a 1st and 3rd in his last 2 races. ASTIQFOL coach Arthur Brett commented, "Gray Morris had a great regatta and continued to improve throughout. He missed the medal race by a couple of places, but there were some significant steps forward for both he and the sport in Australia." The squad will have a few days off before engaging in some specific training in preparation for the European Championships in Greece, May 8 to 14th. Victor Paya-Canal is the AST 49 OFX coach and commented, "We have been working on improving in the light, and we have had plenty of that here. If you don't start well, it is hard to come back. Positioning on the course is critical, and this has been part of the learnings here."
Hi, welcome back to Palma. It's much different Palma than we saw this time last year. The sun's out, a lot more people on the streets of Palma as well as in the boat park. Today we'll have both the ILCA as well as the IQ and 470 on the water. Exciting times ahead of us in both Palma and Pierre, as both regattas are going to lead into our test event this year, as well as the combined worlds, all of which are starting to become part of our qualification regattas for the Paris 2024.
Yeah, tricky day. Obviously big shifts and rain clouds and things, so made it quite tricky. But sort of held back a little bit. Had to fight back from there, but came back through to a 4th, I think, in the end. So pretty happy with that.
So slalom racing, it's a way for us foilers to race in some lighter wind. It's just a reach then a downwind, and then 2 reaches towards the finish. And it's a good little, if it's light, it's a pump off, and then if it's windy, it's a good send, so it's good to watch.
It was a long day for no actual numbers. We did probably 2/3 of 2 races. I was leading the first race, and then was actually sort of leading the second one as well, and then I got myself a penalty. So yeah, didn't end up amazing, but nice way to start. Good to do some sailing with some other boats.
Oh, they're really itching more than someone with a really big rash at the moment. I think they've had a long preparation at home, working on their speed and their handling, and particularly their starting skills. So they're eager to really put all those learnings into practice at this first big European event.
Yeah, so day one at Palma, pretty exciting to finally get racing. Lots of oscillations, didn't get onto it in the first race, but managed to save it with a nice last downwind, so we got a 10, and then second race just back to the intuition a little bit, back the gut feel, and got out to the right, got a decent righty, and came away with a 2. Yeah, so for us, serious chat about replacing the crew, but he came good, so that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah.
Oh really? I didn't know about
and
that.
I've put on a bit of weight too.
That's pretty informative.
I think we had a pretty decent day for the first day of qualifying. I think it could have been a lot worse. Always room for improvement, but yeah, just on a bit of damage control from the get-go, so we'll try and improve on that for tomorrow.
So we got 2 races in a northerly, one was pretty windy and the second one was in a pretty dying breeze. So overall we're pretty happy with our results. We had a good first race and then managed to save a bad result in the second race and finished okay.
We had some good people in our fleet. We had the 2 Italians that were first and second at the Worlds. We had the Finnish, which were third at the Worlds and really fast. And we also had the Germans, who are really quick. So we definitely had our work cut out for us today. And as Jay said, like getting to the top mark in good spots. But yeah, we just have to put it all together. Beautiful conditions in Palma, but yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit better results tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're getting off the line in a good spot and we're making good decisions, but we're just, like I said, a bit rusty with our racing, so yeah, need to think a bit better, be a bit more proactive, and then our boat handling is pretty scrappy as well, so it's going to be hard to do that this week, but we've got some good training coming up hopefully in the next few weeks so we can hit the air hard.
Today we had a recovery race to make up from yesterday, so we went out and did 1 race on the first course. Did that, it was an okay race for us, and then we sailed all the way out to course number 2 to do another 3 races in Blue Group.
It was a good day for us in the end. I think we've just managed to make it into the gold fleet for tomorrow. But yeah, I think a pretty good day for us overall, and we're really looking forward to racing tomorrow.
Day 4 today of Palma. Been waiting on shore for a couple of hours. A couple of cafe con leches. And we've got a little bit of wind now, it's just starting to fill in. It's still glassy on our course, but it should be a good day of Gold Fleet racing today.
Yeah, I had a nice consistent day, and I think especially on a day like today that really pays. So I just took it race by race, and it's hard on a day like today when everyone's so up and down, but just a little bit of consistency goes a long way.
I was coming in around mid-fleet. It was super light, winds disturbed back in that area of the fleet, and it was just a couple of decisions that I rushed a bit too much and ended up a bit too slow, and yeah, popped off, and it really killed me. So just a little judgment issue there. But yeah, overall super happy with today. Just slowly climbing up the leaderboard and getting ready for tomorrow, the last day before qualifying a medal race. So yeah, all into play.
So
day 5 here of the Princess Sophia Regatta. It's our last day of finals.
Look, the goal today is simple, be inside the top 10, so it's all to play for in the medal race tomorrow.
Been doing this for about 4 days now. I launch the kite and then I go and sit at our hotel and watch it. Get a nice little sun deck.
Yeah, it's been good to be back racing the girls again. I think the style of racing is very different, so it's taken me a little while to adjust and actually get off the start line. But I think finding my feet now, which has been good, and yeah, lining up with the girls again has been really great.
Yesterday going to the Gold Fleet, we were 20th or 21st, something like that, and a good day yesterday brought us up to 5th, and then another good day today it's got us in 3rd. So got our team mascot here cheering us on, and hopefully we can have a good medal race tomorrow and finish off a good week. We've got Jim and Sean in the medal race as well, so it's nice to see 2 Aussies in the medal race.
Yeah, so today was actually a pretty good day for me. I had 2 races in the top 10, which was a big improvement from yesterday, and I was just focusing on trying to get clear starts and sail in clear lanes and sail fast. Looking ahead to tomorrow, I think I'm 2nd going into the medal race, but the points are super close, so I'm pretty keen just to get out there and try and go for it.